Have you heard this? My buddy, a former producer of mine in Detroit, name is Flage, Flage. He sent me a text and tell me, have you guys, any of you guys heard this? He said, CBS is advertising on the tourney games. He goes, if you want sports scores without all the yelling and fake debates.
Yes.
Did you hear that?
I heard that today. Who they
while
talking
I was watching
about?
the
games.
Yeah, that's what they put out there.
Let's keep it real. Let's really share with the listeners, because you're right. They're fake debates. That was what caught me.
That's what I'm like. Fake debates.
I did First Take at the other network.
So did I.
Skip. You did it dating back to
Cold Pizza.
The I don't know,
2005 or 6.
Whatever.
Yeah, we go way back.
We're on Undisputed with Skip and Shannon and the other shows. Never once. I've probably been on those shows combined hundreds of times.
Me too.
No question. Hundreds of times. Never once have I been asked, not told, even asked
to take a side
that you don't believe in. Never once.
Never happened. And I tell people that all the time. They go, do you guys just No. These are our opinions. And sometimes, like today, on the Izzo thing,
right?
It's 3 of us, me, Skip, and Shannon, and we all agreed that we thought it was out of bounds.
Okay.
So we didn't have a dissenting voice because the 3 guys all. So sometimes we do that. You know, when we feel like we're all very passionate and have different points of view on it and to what degree. But we didn't make it up and go, well, Rob, can you take this side since you worked in Michigan and you know Tom Izzo, take the other, or take Skip. Can you? Never. I'm 100%. Never once.
Because the thing that makes those shows is the passion.
Yes.
And if you're faking it, then there's not going to be any passion.
And people know when you're faking it, and your heart's not in it.
Right.
Let me tell you something. If you missed the last 10 minutes of our show, you tell me that one of us were asked to
last night about the Izzo.
Right. It's just unbridled passion from guys who just happen to disagree on this topic.
And let's again, we're throwing it out to you, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369.
And make your case again for Izzo.
Do you think Tom Izzo was out of bounds, or was he just, no big deal? Honestly, Rob, I didn't think it was a big deal. I thought he yelled at the kid, and he yelled at him strong, and that can be a part of coaches. There are coaches that don't do that, but there are plenty of coaches that do that. I'm not going to try to compare myself to these guys because I didn't play big-time college basketball, but all through junior high, high school, and when I played basketball in college at the lower level, I got yelled at, and everybody got yelled at. And it was a part of coaching. When I first signed up to play football in the 3rd grade, all the older kids, you got to be ready. The coach going, it's going to be yelling, and and that was just something you expected. And it's part of it. And that I'm not one of those that, just because I went through it, it makes it right. Because there's a lot of things I went through that I don't think are right. But as far as coaching, I think the line is when you're putting your hands on a kid, you're using racial slurs, you're getting personal, insulting him, something about him personally, things like that. And I thought what Izzo did was fine.
I thought he totally crossed the line, especially when you run up to a kid with a bald fist. Like, did you see the anger in his? I mean,
I'm not a body language expert.
No, I saw it.
I can't.
It's not about being a body. We're not in the court of law. I'm talking about what I saw with my eyes.
Yeah, but when you see somebody angry, that doesn't. I mean, whenever somebody's angry, it's going to look bad.
There's no way you should ever go.
You can see me yelling at my kids, and you catch it in one moment.
No,
and you might
I watched the video.
Gosh,
I saw the whole thing, and he had his fist. What is a fist for if you want to – that's not coaching. That's being a bully.
So are you saying he was going to hit the kid?
I don't know. I think he wanted to, and then they sit down in the they sit down in a huddle, and he lunges at him again. What is that? That ain't coaching. Show me one video of Coach K doing that garbage. One.
Just because Coach K doesn't do it, that means it's not coaching?
And here's the other one.
He's a Hall of Fame coach.
I wanted to read this. This is what I love. Jay Billis, who looks out for the athletes.
Hold on. So are we going to read everybody's?
No,
I mean, because about
you can read. That's fine. I just want to read.
8 Michigan State players defended Izzo.
Yeah,
so we going to go to that?
No, but
hear your
of course, I just gave you mine. I just want to read this because I think it's important, and that's all. Jay Billis just said that and I'm going to read the whole thing. I'm not going to edit it. I know Tom Izzo and where he's coming from. He has a track record as a coach, and it's a great one. It's about what is said, not the volume. For a young coach coming up, I wouldn't recommend a similar approach. Like it or not, things have changed and coaching has changed. Young coaches need to adapt methods. That's all he wrote. So what I'm saying is that might have worked before. It doesn't work anymore. People are more sophisticated, and people don't just buy in because he's an authority figure. That's how we got to the Me Too movement, where people were authority figures and you didn't want to go against them. People now speak up against authority figures. People when they're doing wrong. That's why so many things went bad. That's why Bobby Knight was allowed to turn into the monster. No, that's when he turned into a monster. Because everybody made an excuse for Bobby Knight.
Throw a chair?
They made an excuse.
Bobby Knight was that way from day one.
He showed up with a whip.
Why are you comparing Izzo to that?
I'm just saying, but they allowed Bobby Knight. They allowed Bobby Knight to get to that point, and then you know where he took it.
Bobby Knight was like that from day one.
No, he wasn't choking out kids from day one.
Yes,
Stop it. No, he wasn't.
Ask Isaiah Thomas.
He was not.
In 1980 and 81, how hard he coached him.
I'm talking about physically touching people, and
you don't think he did that in the 70s?
No.
Okay, you need to check your history.
I will.
I'm sure he did.
Because I never saw it. I'm just telling you.
He wasn't being shown that stuff.
You know why he got fired? Because he finally did it to a kid. He wasn't even on the basketball team. Some kid said, "Hey, Knight," and he went into a rage because he didn't call him Coach Knight or Mr. Knight or whatever, and he choked the kid. That's how he lost his job.
Every little development in 2019 doesn't mean it's right. Just because, it's 2019, we do. No, some things in the past were fine. Everything wasn't wrong back then.
Nobody said it was, but we've gotten smarter and better as people. And we treat people different. Yes, we have.
I think we've gotten softer in a lot of ways.
That's the lamest. What does that mean? We hear that all the time.
It means they coach can't
that ain't got nothing. Now, you can yell at them.
You yelling at me right now.
I ain't soft. I'll yell at you.
Right, it's fine.
But this is a debate conversation. That's all right.
Authority is fine.
No, not when you run up to a kid.
No authority at all.
You run up to a kid with your fist balled up.
The kid himself said it was okay.
Of course the kid's going to say it. All those kids are brainwashed. You know why? Because
once
Izzo comes in and gives them a scholarship and comes into their home, they're beholden to that guy. And I'll tell you this.
He's the only one offering them a scholarship.
They can't.
None of these kids could have went to another school.
They are already there. He knows he'd mess up his whole career.
Wasn't there. Aaron Henry didn't have to choose time.
But once he was there, he can't go back.
He knew the
history. He can't do it.
Oh, he didn't know Izzo was a yeller?
He didn't know Izzo was going to ball up his fist and try to sock him in the mouth.
He didn't know Izzo was a yeller?
I'm telling you.
You said Izzo's been doing that forever.
And nobody ever thinks it's going to happen to them.
Oh, stop it. I went into college knowing I was going to get yelled at. Let's stop making pansies out of people.
There you go. Macho Chris Broussard.
Oh, they're pansy. Like football.
Oh, that's
they hit you hard in football.
Oh, whatever.
Let's make it flag football.
But you're not the guy.
Watch boxing.
You're not the guy dropping dead at 55 and can't play with their kids.
All the football players do that,
that's
right?
it. And Chris Broussard.
All the football players drop dead at 55.
Mr. Macho football.
Please.
You can't yell at people.
Everybody's made of ceramic. They're gonna crack. Snowflakes. They're made
877-99 on Fox.
Crystal. You yell at them, they're gonna fall apart.
I need a cold shower.
I couple Fox Sports Radio.
But I just gotta say, before we get on the subject matter, how unsurprising is it that Rob knows that Adam West did softcore porn?
Right.
Oh my goodness!
Wait a minute.
Hey, a good catch,
Marty. Marty, I read it somewhere.
You know you saw it. You know you saw it.
If I'm going to watch it, it won't be soft.
Yeah. Now on the
right, that could be a regular R-rated movie. Go ahead, Marty.
Go ahead, Marty.
There?
Yep. Go ahead.
If anybody thinks that argument you two guys just had is fake, they don't know real from fake, because that was real.
Right.
Now, Tom Izzo, the subject here, I'll give you my opinion. Now, Chris, I thought that your generation and my generation and generations younger than us, I thought we were supposed to be the soft ones, but it sounds like old man Parker is marshmallow soft today.
Well, you know what?
Rob has a soft side.
No, it's not
I ain't saying you soft. You got a soft side, though.
But
you're not a violent. You don't like that.
Never been. But I don't like when people are taken advantage of or like to feel like the bully, the big guy who holds all the cards. I don't like that. I think that's why I got into the newspaper business, to be honest. I always believed I was taking
hold cards.
For what you call.
What's your motto?
What?
What's your motto? If I'm writing, I'm ripping. You got the bully pulpit with your pen or now the keyboard.
Yeah, but I don't rip
everything. You do. I drop mic drop.
Let's go to Craig in Maine.
Craig, you're on with Chris.
How we doing?
What's happening?
What's happening,
man? Hey, not much. All right, Rob, easy, because I know you already said I'm a Pats fan. Probably you're thinking.
No,
so
I didn't say that.
Hey,
I'm gonna let you talk. I'm stepping away from the controls.
All right. Hey, Chris, what do you think if that was Belichick doing that to Brady? I bet Parker would feel different about that.
He probably loved that
one. but anyways, I think you see Izzo going at him and stuff, but I think it's an example about these kids and coaching. You step into Izzo. I come from a military background. My father was in the military my whole life, and I mean, he wouldn't stop talking. And you could see the other players players saying, "Hey, stop!" And he kept running his mouth to the coach, and you don't do that. Izzo could have handled it a little better, but you shut your mouth and stand up tall and you take it. And that's just the way it is,
It's interesting because
appreciate the call.
Draymond Green said, and you guys who are on the line, stay on. We're going to get you after Celebrity Corner. Draymond said Izzo would go at me like that. I'm paraphrasing. And he said I would yell back at Izzo. Izzo's even admitted Draymond would yell back at me. And Draymond said the reason Izzo kept going at Aaron Henry is because Aaron was going back at him. And Draymond said, here's the thing, though. Izzo respects the kids that go back at him. So he told Aaron Henry, keep going back at him. So I went back at my college coach when he yelled at me like that. And that year I got the coaches award. So maybe sometimes coaches do respect it when you go back at him.
Did a coach ever run up to you with his fist balled up? I'm just asking you.
I don't know if I was looking at it. But I did have an experience in high school where a coach went into me as badly as that. And my father was there. It was a baseball game. And I had done something wrong. And the coach went off on me. It was our rival game. And the coach sent me down to the bullpen. And my father was waiting en route to the bullpen. And my father went off on me too. And it was what it was.
What'd you do? Did you miss a ground ball?
They put me in the pinch run.
And
it was a rivalry. And I was supposed to steal second base. And I stole it. And I looked at the catcher on my way, and I was like, he wasn't even throwing the ball yet.
So you didn't slide.
So I didn't slide, and I got thrown out.